Hi everyone. Um, Blessed Sunday to you all, wherever you are. I'm live again to continue on my previous video based on the sources of financing. So, previous video we covered the internal financing and the external financing. So, under internal financing, we have equity financing. While under external financing, we have debt financing. All right, so the previous one we talked about the internal. So under internal financing, which is the equity financing, we have the owner's equity, family and friends is another way to contribute to start up their business. They can contribute their money or their assets or resources to start their business. And the other two is business angels and their venture capital. These two are not often used in our country. It's only used in the developed countries. So I'm not gonna talk about that two, but I'm going to talk about only the owner equity or owner's equity and the family and friends, which they can contribute together and start up their business. For family and friends, for owner equity is you yourself. If you are trying to start up your business, you will put aside a few money or you save money, and then you will start use that money as your capital to start a business. So that's about the owner's equity. You yourself, you want to start your business, you will use your own money to fund your business. Whereas, and also, if in our country, with Papua New Guinea, we always contribute to do our to do bride price and our customs and all this. So we can also, in order for us to do those things, we can use the money to start our business. So that comes under family members and friends, or family and friends, they contribute together to start up the business. But that's built on the trust, because sometimes, not sometimes, but many times, when your friend help you, you use the money to start up your business, you forget altogether to repay back the money that you get from your family or your friends, because you know that they are your family and your friends. All right, that's for equity financing. All right, about the family and friends, like PNG, we don't use that, but I mean, sometimes we do and sometimes not. Sometimes yes and sometimes not, but if we can see the Chinese and Indians, they start up their business through friends and family. One family will start the business and the business is successful. He or she will help the other family members. And if the business is successful, the entrepreneur will repay back the money belongs to the family and continue with what the business gained. So that's about the equity financing. All right, the other sources of financing is debt financing. So the debt financing is to do with borrow. So the most sources of finance come from the bank. We go and borrow money from banks, which is the bank loans. The commercial or financial institution, they give us the loan and we borrow, and then we start our business. So the debt finances or financing is to do with loan. We go, we borrow the loan, and then we borrow the money, and then we repay the bank money with their interest, the principal and with interest, and we repay it back to them. So it's the debt financing comes under the external sources of finance. All right, that's all for today, and bye for now.